with LibbyStamps.com. This is another video in my series on using the gift bag punch board that's new from Stampin' Up, and you can see it on page 150 of the annual catalogue. And last year I made a pouch that was good for holding money, but I decided that perhaps you could use the gift bag punch board to do the same thing. So I've designed a pouch that you can fit one of our cards in, which is half A4. So that's the card opened up, and you just cut a piece of A4 card in half, and that's the finished card. So we're going to be working with Pool Party today, and I've cut it to 9.5 inches that way, and left it at the A4 width. And then we're just going to bring our trimmer in. I'm just going to use the scoring tool on my trimmer, and I'll have all these measurements on my blog. Alright, so you're going to score at 4.5 on either use the Simply Scored or the scoring blade in your trimmer, and then you're going to score again at 9. So I've actually got the 9.5 inch length going across the top, so score at 9. That gives you a little 1/2 inch tab just here, and that's going to be for your closure. Now on the other side, I want you to score at 7/8 of an inch. So we're just going to bring it in here and score at 7/8 of an inch. Alright, that's all we need our scoring tool for. Take your gift box punch board out now, and it comes with its own little scoring tool, and the score line that I made across here I'm going to have closest to me to start with, and I'm just going to line up this score line here that's going to give me my tab. Push it all the way into your gift box punch board and punch down. Then line up the next score mark that you made and punch down. And you need to do the horizontal as well, just on that one, because we're going to trim that little bit off and that bit off, and it'll become clear in a minute. Alright, and then we're going to turn our card around, and this score line here at 7/8, you're going to actually line that up right with the horizontal line that you would normally make. So you're not going to push it all the way through. You're going to have your score line here lined up with a little tick box, and your horizontal line will match up with the score line that you made, and you're just going to punch. That's all you need to do, and that side's done. Now these bits here are going to form our pouch, so we're going to actually cut these other little bits off. So just line up your score line that you made previously and trim that bit off, and then turn your piece around, line up the ditches that the punch board's made, and bring your scoring blade down to the bottom, and you're going to cut that one off. And we'll get our snips out, and we're actually going to snip this part off here, and another bit here, and we're just going to cut that little bit off there. Alright, and that's our pouch. Now before we go any further, I've cut a piece of D.S.P, which is 4 3/8 by 2 3/4, and this is the cherry on top D.S.P stack. And you're just going to bring it in and line the edge up with the start line of your gift bag punch board. So with the little tick box here, and punch down and just score gently along the horizontal. Then bring it all the way through, scoring gently on the horizontal because the D.S.P is not quite as thick as cardstock, right through to the very end, so that the end of your card is lined up with the little tick box, and punch down. And then we've got an envelope liner. I'm just going to quickly burnish these score lines that we made previously. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my little liner on, and it's just, as you can see, if I place it there, you've got just a little bit of room around the outside to see the card. And because I creased it on the horizontal, it'll fit nicely in there. And I'm just using some Tombow today, so I'm just going to pop that down on that one, and you'll know that it's the right flap because it'll fit properly. This flap at the other end is very short. And then I'm just going to put some Tombow on this side here, and try and put it close to the crease so that you have good closure. You can put a little bit more on if you want to. You don't need a lot of Tombow, but the advantage is, as I said, it gives you a bit of wriggle room. Alright, and then you're just going to close that over. You could stamp on the front, make little banners, do whatever you like to decorate your pouch. Alright, now on the bottom here, we're actually going to slide that in there. So what I do is I slide that in first. I keep it open like that. I get my Tombow, and so squeezing the sides of the pouch together, I just put a little bit of Tombow on the edge and a bit more just inside, so that the pouch doesn't catch the card up at all when it goes in, and then just close it. And then we've got our pouch with a nice little liner inside. As you can see, if I lie that card there, that card's going to fit nicely inside with a bit of space around the outside. If you wanted to make a money holder, just do half a card and a little scallop punch at the top and the bottom to hold the money. But I'll do a bit of a video on that a bit later on. So that one will hold a card, and if I pop that inside now, that's ready to go. And you can pop goodies inside for whoever the lucky recipient is, and then, as I said, decorate the outside. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line.